Hello, everyone. This is Small Talks with Tish and Larry, and we're in a new scene today. And just wanted to get a little information out there and enjoy our evening together and have some talks and about some sports and a couple of other topics. So tune in with us, and we're about to get the show on the road. How has your weekend been? I see you've been off. I know you've been enjoying the 2 days of rest and relaxation.
I mean,
Fortunately, I've been at work working hard, but I said, yeah, I'll step in with my guy and see how he's doing. Have a little podcasting going on this evening.
well, it's been pretty fun trying to get stuff together, get my rest in, prepare for the upcoming week. You know, put in that grind and wait on the results of it.
Right. And you really been doing everything, like doing your editing stuff. So I know that's been interesting and been fun for you to be learning. You've been doing really good these last few months. I have to give you a round of applause. No one has given you a round of applause and a little pat on the back. So he's really been working overtime, and this was my little idea, so I'm glad he was along with it. And I said, shoot, we might as well get together. We talk anyway, so let's have a little fun and let y'all come into the lives of Mr. Larry and Tish for the evening. What you want to start the show with, though?
I wish we would have some drinks. That's what I wish we
She
would
didn't
have.
say anything. I could have fixed her something. It might not have been like a drink, but it would have been something for you.
I mean, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay.
But first and foremost, we're filming this on Sunday, so
Early Monday. Yeah.
the Pereira and Magomedov Ankalaev fight was last night,
Yes.
and it didn't have the turnout that we thought it was gonna have.
Yeah, I tell him all the time, Pereira, you say?
Yeah, Pereira.
That guy looks as if he should be a Mortal Kombat character. Every time I see that man, it's just like I couldn't imagine seeing him in person. He looks huge. He looks like he doesn't play any games. But the fight last night was shocking because I just knew he was gonna come away with that win, and just to see the man give him a struggle, like I told you. Dana White, that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
That man scours the world for the best fighters. There's no way no one can tell me that's not what he does daily. Like as soon as one guy loses, a main character loses, he's looking for the next person that can come in that ring and tear somebody apart. Like I can imagine that being my job, just searching the earth for the best of the best. Like it's crazy.
And you said that last night while the fight was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Damn, man, he beating Pereira."
Told you.
You said Dana White probably looking for somebody to be able to beat
telling you,
him
that
now.
man is on his phone now. Got his scouts out there just looking for the people that he wants to come up next. And it's just like you'll see somebody reign supreme. Besides John Jones, there's been people that cannot contain the ones that he's brought out. John has been the only consistent one, which is amazing that he hasn't lost any fights. So he had like some competition with one guy that I saw that where you showed me he really did struggle with it. But
Yeah.
other than that man is able to find some real battlers to go in that octagon. And I told you, I think that guy, I'm not sure who the other one is for boxing, that I think he's starting to do that too. And I was telling you about when Terrence fought the guy and when Pitbull fought the guy, and we watched that together. I was like, these people are out here searching for the best of the best fighters, and they're coming up with some good competition. They really are.
Yeah, because I'm thinking they're getting away from really,
Tanks, him, that still shocked me.
and that's even interesting because at the end of the day, I thought that the whole point was to fight for belts.
And I feel that is what it is, but now I think people are wanting to see more of like real competition. Like you don't want to see someone just get pummeled. You want to see somebody that's gonna give you a show, and the crowd and the people watching at home. Like you really want to see good competition, and they've really been finding the ones that have reigned for a long time. They're bringing in true competition for them. So everyone's not gonna. You might not see someone have a belt for 5-6 years, I guess, besides Mayweather with it for so long, but they really are out here looking for a good competition for these fighters. Then I think it's good to
Yeah.
see.
But like we started off with, like Pereira, he ended up losing the fight.
That was
It wasn't a surprise when they announced him as the loser.
So, in your opinion, why wasn't that shocking for you? If you, I guess you could go on and say, what did you see that made it like, no, he don't got it?
The only round that he won, in my opinion, was round one. and that's where he kept on kicking the guy in his
They
in
mentioned
the
that
leg.
a lot. They did mention that a lot.
But it's like he went away from it. But for some reason, I see it. I don't know. It just seemed like he was very hesitant, and he hasn't been that way.
You think? I often say like if they feel hesitant towards a fighter, have they? Is it something the fighter did? Because you know when he was kicking, that guy started doing the same thing, and anything he would do, he mirrored it. Besides the wrestling, I had never seen anybody attempt to try to wrestle him.
And that was
weird.
I think that's why a lot of people lose is because
They never try to get close.
they
to
never
him.
really try to get close to him. They just try to like actually kickbox with him.
Right.
But yeah, when dudes started trying to wrestle him and he wasn't successful on the takedown, but it tired Pereira out.
I have a question for you. You should be able to answer it. You remember when he fought Izzy, right? That's his name. Okay, when he was getting the best of Izzy with his hits, and Izzy just hit him that one time and he fell. You think he got the same situation with his, as you call it, the chin thing? Could that be it? Could he have been afraid of that man's power last night?
I mean, the dude rocked him.
I saw they were going back and forth.
Like
and that guy got a good bit of punches on him.
Yeah, he wobbled him. So I can't say his chin is like Izzy's chin, but
see, don't go.
Don't go by what I say.
That's my boy. Don't do that.
But yeah, I can't say his chin is like that. But like of course, running in and if you did feel some power from the guy, you probably don't want to just jump out there and take that chance and get knocked out. Because I don't think, like I told you, I was joking with you last day. I was like, man, it was in another fight. Yeah. The dude was trying to choke him or something.
I missed so many fights. I was trying to get home to see that one.
But the dude was trying to choke him. I was like, man, just let him, like, man, try to get out of it or just let him choke you out. Don't tap out. And he was like, that man don't want to get choked out. He could die. I was like,
last night he said, okay, the guys, I knew it was coming. That he was gonna give him that I guess you got a headlock with his legs or knee knock, so they would call it.
The triangle choke or something like that. Yeah.
When they got down, and I thought he fainted. I thought the guy had fainted, but then you saw when they replayed, you saw his hand, and you was gonna say, "Let him choke you out." You could not maybe wake up from that. And it's like, no.
But don't just give up.
He didn't give up. Did you see how much time was left? There was 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. He was not getting out of that. No.
He let that man get him into that situation.
He was not getting out of that. That wasn't going to happen.
Because that was, I felt he could have tried a little harder.
Unless you take 2 of their big knees and put them across your head.
You should have never let him get you like that. Like that. That was my main thing.
You telling me that it was his fault that the man called him out there like that?
Yeah.
Larry, it's some stuff you can't help. You can't get away from.
You could have helped that. Yeah.
How can he help what move the man knew that he wasn't about? He didn't know he was about to attempt that move on him.
That's what training is for.
Training is not going to prepare you for every single move, every single thing that's going to come to you. It's not.
That's not a. And I think it is the guillotine. That's
guillotine.
not.
I call it the knee knock.
But that's not a move that's uncommon. You know what I'm saying? So I can see if it was like something that, we've never seen this before. But nah, you've seen that before. And the fact that you allowed yourself to get caught in that, you slipped up.
Like I say, we can't always be perfect, mister. Can't always be perfect.
Nah, but Pereira, like, he is like a real live action figure. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if he has one in his country. Probably
most likely.
I believe it.
But I will say the same thing I said last night. I think he got caught up trying to be.
You say he's been out and about too.
Out and about, trying to be friendly. When he first came over here, he was a monster. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying he's getting out of his element, being more commercial. You think Dana's got him out here?
No, that's what he want to do. He came in with that blinking ass chain on. I ain't never seen Pereira dressed like that.
So the man can't wear no new jewelry. He can't show what he bought for Christmas.
Man, Pereira came in dressed like he went to Johnny Dane.
Wait a minute. No, I'm thinking about something else. But the thing is, with success, you're gonna. They said you might not know it, but there will be signs. Like
CDO say that.
That's just when you get. Say he came from nothing, or say he came from where he didn't have much. That's usually the first thing you do. You want to show jewelry. I guess is just it's a common thing. You got to show that you made it, and a big chain. What else says you made it with a big chain?
He's supposed
hanging down to your navel.
He's supposed to be over here like the Russian from Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
The way he was, if he dies, he dies. That's the way.
No one does that.
That's the way Pereira was supposed to.
So you want the man to be a machine his whole life?
He's supposed to be a machine.
He can't be happy sometime and flaunt his jewels.
You get happy when you retire.
Wow, you want something?
You know what I'm saying? I noticed it, like they didn't have that man at clubs and stuff. He in there like
he was
like a
drunk
robot.
Last night is what you're saying?
Nah, it's just the fact of like I think then he probably got the big head because he been demolishing people.
I told you that man scouring the earth. He just couldn't wait to get his next. He didn't realize that man was gonna be that good. Probably.
Yeah, he knew it. The man called him out.
So he had been calling
the
him
man out. His last fight. The man said, "Quit running, Alex."
Did you see that man?
Oh yeah.
Gracious goodness.
That boy walking around with that tank.
Oh, they both got them on them. They do.
that dude, well, whatever I said his name was. Mm-hmm. He got a tank.
Yeah, all them hits.
But
all those with the rings and having all those competitions they have to do before the fight.
Wrestling bears.
Oh yeah, so he's from there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't going there. I'm not going there. I'm telling you.
But
so they right.
in other news, I guess it's two things. Mm-hmm. Tank.
You couldn't wait to speak on Tank.
Yeah.
I love Tank though. Yeah, he's about in the same boat as Pereira.
Well, the ruling stands.
It is
as a draw.
Okay.
So I think Tank skated by with that one.
You saying he skated by? You don't feel he won that one either?
No, he didn't win that one.
Now
like,
okay, for you, what do you think as far as what didn't he do well in this fight against Roach?
Nothing. Like that man outboxed him.
I always go back to when they were first setting it up. I wonder if Tank felt that he was a hard competition when he was about to say the fight wasn't going to happen. Something that's always sticks out to me. Like I wonder if that's why he knew that man was going to be a problem for him.
Well, I know since they know each other. Tank said it himself that the man is not a slouch.
Yeah, well, he proved that.
Yeah.
He definitely proved that.
One thing I noticed from the beginning of the fight, the dude's defense was very, very tight.
I saw a comment that said it's kind of like Mayweather's.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's
I don't think there's no connection there. I don't think.
We know of.
But still, if Mayweather's the greatest and you're an up and coming boxer,
you watch him.
You're gonna watch him.
His film.
Yeah. So like
that makes sense.
But his defense was very tight. They took the first 4 rounds to like I guess study each other and see what the other one was gonna slip up on or whatever. So the fight really didn't get started in my eyes till about round 7.
7? Well, that's a long time.
So like just little slight jabs and stuff, but the whole time I'm noticing about the defense. So like I was telling my homeboy that was here, I was like, I wonder can he keep that defense for that long? Because every time somebody throw a punch, like
you said he dropped his hands.
Yeah, you're gonna end up dropping your hands and all of that. Right. But he was able to keep the defense for that many rounds.
So that was the difference between him and others. He kept his defense up.
Kept the defense. Time. But then there was something that I seen and I ain't heard nobody talk about.
Right.
There's when Tank had the high guard, right? Roach took his left glove and knocked down Tank's left glove.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. He knocked his glove down, attempting to do like a right hook or whatever.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody do that to Tank. That's something that you see like somebody
Lomachenko.
Lomachenko.
I knew you was about to say it.
Like
I've seen him do that multiple times with fighters. I'm like, do they not see that coming when he's about to do that?
Like a lot of I don't know, man. Like the fighters who really got skill.
Oh yeah.
Those are the ones that do it to the fighters who don't have as much skill.
That's weird hearing you say that, especially regarding Tank. Like that's crazy.
So for that man, I was like, man, he's trying to little boy him.
Mm-hmm. He's short, baby. That's what. But he's short, so I mean.
But I'm saying he really tried to little boy Tank.
Tank probably couldn't believe that. He probably said, that hair grease got in his eyes, so we can still. I mean, I know how it is to get your hair did. I know how it is to sweat, so. Hey.
It was I seen something on that. It was his braid.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't actually grease. The braid swung around and made contact with his eye.
Did he have loose braids? I don't think he did.
Yeah, he had loose braids, like the little ones, the old Snoop Dogs.
I'm gonna go back and look. I don't think he had no loose.
Yeah. Cause like if he shake his head like this right here, they was.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know what I saw.
Yeah, like so the braid did hit him in the eye,
right.
but yeah, I think Tank skated out with that one.
We had one weekend with Tank and next with Pereira. Wonder who's next. Yeah, I don't know what the weekend holds ahead of us.
I'm waiting for May.
What's going on in May?
You got Canelo fighting.
Oh, my boy Canelo.
You got the card with
that's probably gonna definitely be on Cinco de Mayo weekend, probably.
Oh yeah, like that whole weekend.
I knew it.
Because the Canelo fight is gonna be. Cause I think it's gonna be Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Gracious, it's gonna be a lot of money being spent. Probably Vegas,
New York, and Saudi Arabia. I think.
Wait a minute. What is going on in each area? What's that?
Canelo's gonna be in Saudi Arabia. No, I might be wrong.
This a press run or something like he's having, or this is something else?
No, these are 3 different fights
that's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
The Devin Haney.
Oh, he's back. He's coming back.
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan's back too.
Yep. Rolly Romero.
Oh, that's my song.
That was against Pitbull, wasn't it?
Was that Pitbull? I don't think that was Pitbull. I don't know who it was, but the last time I saw Pitbull was that one where the Sheik was there and Terrence Crawford them fight, and then he recently fought.
Yeah, now he won the one that he just had.
But I don't think that was the one with the roller guy. We may have to Google or something. But so you're saying he's coming back to fight?
But they all gonna be on the same card.
Okay.
This is gonna be in New York.
Okay, where's Canelo's fight gonna be?
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Saudi Arabia.
So it is Saudi Arabia, and he's fighting who?
Something Shield.
Oh, this is a whole new fighter. So Terrence, that's not happening.
It's a cherry pick, but
when you say that, I don't really know what that means. So what's a cherry pick?
I mean,
get out the way to make a little money.
The guy is undefeated.
Okay.
The guy is undefeated.
Good.
So, but I don't think it's it ain't nobody you want. I mean,
I don't like when people say that because I bet you were thinking the same thing. I bet you thought Bibble was a cherry pick too, didn't you?
Not necessarily. No, because Bibble had a belt.
Bibble had a belt.
Bibble had a belt. I don't think this guy got a belt.
Okay. But you said he's undefeated.
He is undefeated.
He might shock you guys. He might shock us. That's gonna be an early fight. I'm probably gonna miss it.
All right, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Skull.
Skull is his name?
Yeah, that's his last name.
Goodness.
William Skull.
Gracious.
And that will be on May 3rd. So he's 23-0 with 9 knockouts.
Oh.
Now they're saying he's the mandatory challenger for the IBF for the vacant IBF title.
Okay.
So
I'm up here thinking I'm about to see Terrence and him go at it.
Nah, that's not gonna be until September.
I know you're ready for that.
So now the New York card.
And this is May 3rd too.
This will be May 2nd, I believe.
That's a Friday.
Yeah. So let me see. New York card is.
I know you're so ready. I know you are so ready to just enjoy that whole weekend full of fights and everything else.
I mean, it's what's needed.
Mm-hmm. It's a little ways away, but that'll be before we know it.
Yeah, because it says that Devin Haney is fighting Jose Ramirez.
So it's not Ryan.
No, it's not gonna be Ryan.
Oh,
I think Ryan is fighting Rolly.
Brian. Okay.
And is it Teofimo Lopez? I think Teofimo Lopez fighting somebody. I don't even see
that
them
person
on.
said, "Just I don't get a name. I don't get nothing." Person probably like, "What about me? I want my name said too."
It'll be. I just say it's gonna be a good weekend of boxing.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know you're excited to see it.
And then, like I say, if that's Friday, Canelo's gonna be Saturday, and then there's gonna be a fight Sunday as well.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even. They don't usually do it on Sunday.
Nah, but it's. I think they're actually fighting in Mexico or Vegas on Sunday.
That'll be different. I know you'll be there for it though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna watch all of that. Yeah, but and that's one thing I'm thinking about trying to do is do like a actual boxing show. So
boxing show. Yes,
I'm working.
I told you. I know that's one of your passions. Like you love boxing, and you love like I just see you. You be watching when they have the little meetings before the fights, and I was like, I want to see him out there so bad, just to get a chance to speak with them and everything else. Like, because I know you love boxing so much. I said one day it's coming for him.
Yeah, I get that from Sonny.
Get it from your uncle.
Yep. So
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if he got you into it, you never know what that might lead to. Could be not actually boxing, but I mean,
yeah, man, I'm too old. I'm too old to try to get out there and box. Huh? But
I think we're all getting too old to be doing that. Our generations anyway. So yeah, I said that'd be a good show for you because I know you love that. You love talking about boxing. So I said might as well start up another show.
One thing I noticed about boxing or talking about boxing, like it's not a popular sport like I thought it was.
That's something. It's more UFC now.
I guess I think people would watch UFC before they watch boxing because like especially like if I go talk to people at work or something. Hey man, you seen the fight yesterday? Nah, who fought? I can name 2 names. Like I can say Pitbull versus Ramirez.
You know what's weird about you saying that? You're saying that about boxing. But I'm willing to bet $2.87. If you're asking who Jake Paul fight, they'll know who it is.
Yeah, that's the crazy. But like
that's weird.
That show you not the real, like they ain't the real fans. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's weird to me because it's like okay, you can sit and watch that, but what about the actual people that get out there, the Deontay Wilders and stuff like that, and like you said, Canelo and the Tanks? Like, how don't you know who's actually out here trained and been doing it for years, but you could go to a celebrity and know every celebrity boxing match.
But see, like you're a witness to it. I knew who Pitbull was before everybody else.
Really?
Yes. Like I seen that little dude.
Yeah, he was shocking when I saw him against Tank. I was like,
but I mean, I seen him way.
You never told me that.
Yeah, I seen him way before there was ever a fight with him and Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, man, like he
those Friday night fights. Or,
Friday night.
You know, that's when we saw the twins, Charlos, the Charlo twins.
But yeah, them Friday night fights. Sometimes a Tuesday night.
I kind of miss that. We used to get home and you put on like the fights. They don't have them like that anymore. I wonder if this got bought out by some company.
Well, they used to come on Showtime. Showtime
doesn't do boxing. I know it still exists, but it doesn't do the boxing anymore.
If I ain't mistaken, I think was Floyd Mayweather the last Showtime pay-per-view?
It probably so.
Because I think they made a big deal out of it. It was somebody, one of them, it was either Mayweather or... Yeah. That was either Mayweather or...
Oh, it's still going.
Or was it the Terrence Crawford fight? That was the last Showtime fight.
I couldn't answer for you, huh? I couldn't answer.
It was somebody that was the last Showtime fight. But anyway, since Showtime stopped doing it, like the Zone have boxing every weekend.
Right.
The only thing about the Zone boxing, like you truly don't know them people. I mean,
but that's the point, to get to know him.
No, I mean, like,
enjoy the fight. Say, you know what? Let me write that name. Let me jot that guy down. He got skill. But you just saying it like I need something. Like I need.
Not necessarily. Like the entertainment is not going to be there when you got. And I'm not saying this is every DAZN fight. I'm just saying, like, that's how you get Shakur Stevenson's last fight, where he fought an electrician. Like that's
when you said that when y'all were discussing that, I was like, are they being serious or are they picking or something like that? You was like, no, he's really an electrician. And it's like, that's really a side skill? That's pretty damn cool.
But I will say, like that man said himself, he said the money that he made off that fight, he never has to go and be an electrician anymore.
That's amazing.
He can actually be a boxer full time now.
Wow. So that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go and
I mean he was already a boxer.
But this has set him where he doesn't have to do a side job to maintain, I guess, the training and stuff like that or whatever he needs to
make
do.
ends meet.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now I do love hearing that. That is awesome.
Just think about, okay, if he wasn't fighting Shakur Stevenson. Just think about that. If he wasn't fighting Shakur Stevenson and he was just fighting Joe Smo from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Like would you watch that fight, or would that fight have gotten any?
They wouldn't have got any like a public display or nothing like that, because they're gonna want to see somebody with the name they're putting it on TV. That's just the way that's just the way that goes anyway. As far as those fights, like it has to be some type of name.
So that's why I say like no knock on any of them. Like I done got to the point where I watched the up and coming boxers for so long that. Like that's how I know whose name, who's the names now. You know what I'm saying? Now those names are getting older. You know what I'm saying? So like I remember when Regis Prograis was like up and coming, and he was like, oh man, that dude right there gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember all of that. Yeah. Like these dudes is getting to the point where they're about to retire and stuff like that.
That's time for you. Like you'll see somebody at the height, and then time for the next round, the newcomers to come along and take over the show.
Errol Spence, when he was coming up.
I was watching some of his old fights the other day. Like I was like, it is weird to see someone you see in the spotlight, and they're just like everyone's waiting for their fights. Like he had a fight at the Cowboys Arena, like a few years ago. Who was the other one that he fought? Sean Porter. That fight, I looked at the clip.
That's my dog right there. I like Sean Porter.
Yeah, Sean, I like him too. As far as his analyst takes, but he was a rough boxer. I couldn't stand his boxing skills. Like he's all over the people. But just thinking back on the ones like them and just seeing how the newcomers have came and like some of them retired. Not Arrow. I don't know what Arrow might be about to do, but as far as seeing people come in and just seeing all the new faces, like it's good to see, especially when they're really good and you look forward to seeing their fights. Like what's the one you said, Benavidez? He's a new one, right? Yeah. He's new.
Not necessarily new, because he's been around for a little while now. Yeah. Speaking of Arrow,
don't come back to Arrow.
No. Like when him and Crawford was fighting, or when they was about to fight. Man, I was betting money on Errol and everything.
Did you?
I didn't, but I'm saying like.
Why even mention it?
I didn't, but I'm just saying like I was prepared to bet money on him.
That's the last. Isn't that?
Yeah, that's the last time.
That was 2023.
But that man got beat bad in that fight.
We all have eyes.
No, I'm just saying but
and he didn't. To me, he looked smaller than usual. To me, in that fight, maybe I was not looking.
This is what I'm thinking, or this. All right, how can I put it?
I don't know where you're going with this. What are you about to say?
No knock on Terrence Crawford.
Watch your tone.
No knock. I know you're a Terrence Crawford fan. The Terrence Crawford versus Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence got that based off of how he did Errol. Alright.
Where are you going with this?
How he did Errol.
Saying this is a different size man. This is gonna be a different.
Nah, it's I wanna make sure I say it correctly.
Please say it correctly.
Alright. The way he did Errol.
Yeah.
Like, he beat Sean Porter too.
Mm-hmm.
But the way he did Errol, I think, is what put him in the atmosphere of a Canelo's name.
Because I know you said that it was really hard for him to get to those fighters at one time in his life. Like, he wasn't even considered competition for them. Like, they looked over him for a very long time. Because
he was signed to Top Rank Boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Top Rank is a different level of fighters. Like, they still have belts and all of that. It's like big.
Don't have the glitz and glamour like the other ones do. Pretty much, is that what it is?
Those guys don't become household names for whatever reason. Like, you may have one person over there that's a household name, and everybody else is just.
He's not with them anymore, is he?
Nah.
That might be also why he's able to get the fights he's getting. Maybe he's in a different promotion.
But because you wasn't fighting household names,
people didn't consider you a threat or anything like that.
So, okay. Because Errol said it in the interview before they fight ever happened. Errol was like, man, you saying all this, but you over there across the street.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you got to fight the people that's in
the category he was in at the time.
Yeah, like basically because the other people that's a part of Top Rank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you're a welterweight, there's 40 other welterweights that you can fight besides Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to fight through them in order to they call it a cross promotion.
Did he that's what he did then. He just took the fights until he was considered
I think
to get to that point of Errol.
Bought himself, either he bought himself out of his contract or his contract ran out. So then he did one single fight. Remember that we watched it that weekend?
Yeah.
That one single fight that he did.
It was under someone.
Don King
like
or something.
A black owned boxing thing or something.
Wasn't
like that.
Don King dealing with that?
He may have been.
But it was something black something. All right, so he did that fight. Then Errol, if I ain't mistaken, was the next fight.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's because you had then went and got independent status and
that's true.
Able to make your own moves.
Right.
Respect that. All right. You still wasn't considered to be in that category because you didn't have the names under your belt that Errol had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Errol done beat Kell Brook, Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter. He got names over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Terrence Crawford versus Errol is like, I'm putting my money on Errol. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I was feeling about it.
I know a lot of people probably did feel that way. And I don't know if I had seen enough of Terrence to say, oh, he's going to beat Errol. Because I really thought Errol had that because of what I've seen him do as far as, like, I had watched a lot of his fights with you. And was like, he's really good.
He broke Kell Brook.
I saw it. Trust me. I saw it that day over there. Well, there in Britain.
Yeah, UK. Yeah.
I was like, that guy's good. But yeah, Terrence just, I'm pretty sure he had everybody like, whoa.
But the way he did Errol, did he deserve from that fight to get his name mentioned up there with Canelo?
In my opinion, I'm gonna say yes. Because of like you said, the competition Errol faced before that.
So just because he beat Errol, he deserved to have his name up there with Canelo.
But I'm not saying he's above Canelo, but why not?
No. Just mentioned.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah for me, because it's not like I say he didn't face a person that was sorry. He faced someone that was a champion, had multiple belts, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt he was going to be defeated by him.
I mean, which is true.
And he skated through that fight. It was crazy to see. I did not expect that.
I definitely
I did
expect
not
it.
expect to see that. I mean, we all were in here just like, and then it get stopped.
Yeah,
That was actually even made it even worse. I was like, oh my goodness, like you didn't expect to see Arrow get did like that, but I know they say Arrow's been through a lot with the accidents and stuff. So that's it. Well, you can't really say if that's not having an effect on his fighting skill or whatever. What
See, I try not to even mention that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all know that it's there. He don't even use it.
Right.
That's why I respect it so much. He don't even use that as
a man. He's not going to use that.
Like he could easily say, well, I always why Terrence beat me like that, man. You know I had that car accident. You know what I'm saying? Like
I said, I know it as him with the skill he has. And like I said, I don't know if it has affected him in any type of way where he can't, where he's not as good as he once was. Because you don't know what kind of effect it has had on him since he has been in that accident. So I'm not putting that out there that he's not as good since it. But I could tell that to me, he didn't look like himself that I've seen in past fights in that fight right there.
Yeah, he definitely didn't.
That's why I say I hope he comes back strong and gets him some wins. Like I do hope he come back because he's a great boxer. And the Charlos, they all like from the same area. Right? I haven't seen them in a while, so may all the ones that I enjoy come back and do their thing.
Jamal is he's going through some stuff. Like borderline throwing his career away.
Really?
Yeah, like
this is hard.
Like he just needs to get the help that he needs. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the other twin that won a lot of fights in the last few years. That's the
one I always say is the older brother.
Oh yeah,
the older one.
Yeah, the one. Yeah. I get what you're saying, but I wonder what's going on in his life that's causing him to do that. Because he hasn't lost many fights either.
I don't think he lost at all.
Didn't he fight a few years ago?
He fought last year. Was it the beginning of last year?
Mm-hmm.
And he beat the person.
Yeah.
That's the one that Caleb Plant slapped.
I remember that scene.
Yeah, that's the. That was
It's like Caleb, you're out there. you're doing a lot.
What Belango said, "Fuck nigga over there."
Don't get me riled. Anyway, that was
he know who I'm talking to.
He told Canelo the same thing. A few minutes later, I said,
"That dude retarded."
Look, Mexican. But I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, I'm talking to him. He know who I'm talking to. Fuck nigga over there.
I'll say, what's going on? I was like, well, you're about to lose this fight. This was Canelo against you in that ring. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, he's still been talking junk though.
Why?
Like just different people fighting and stuff. He'll put his little comment out there.
I think some people just like to be in the midst of drama.
Yeah,
it gives them what they need to thrive. And I don't understand. Well, I guess if you can fight it, you can back it up. Why not?
yeah. But I would just
stay in the midst. I'm gonna just put it out there that I don't like this about you. I don't like that, and I'm willing to back it up in the ring. Go ahead and give me a few millions off of it.
Yeah, I'm saying I give him his respect. Like right. he fought Canelo.
Yeah,
he fought him. Mm-hmm. He ain't win, but he fought him now.
We knew the outcome. We had a feeling, but I mean, he did get in the ring.
Like
that's a man that I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to, but for the pay, I'll do it.
He ain't like he was scared of him.
Everybody put on a good face.
I mean, this is true.
But I'm pretty sure he puts a little fear in the hearts of a few people. I'm sure he does.
I just say I think for me, no, don't knock against Terrence Crawford. Mm-hmm. I just think,
how did we?
Huh? No, because I wanted to finish my point with Arrow. Okay.
You got to stop.
I think I ultimately wanted to see Arrow fight Terrence. I mean, not Terrence. I wanted to see Arrow fight Canelo.
I don't know if we ever get that.
Oh, we probably won't. You know what I'm saying? But that was my thing. I ultimately wanted to see them two fight because I'm like, that would be, or at least what I was thinking.
They seem, now that side seems a little off.
Which one?
I don't know if they would have fought after that if Arrow would have won. He seems way bigger than Arrow to me.
No, like Crawford gained weight in order to get this Canelo fight.
Right.
Crawford's last fight at because he went to 168 or 165 or whatever.
Goodness.
Because he fought Errol at 147.
Mm-hmm.
So he put on 20 pounds to go up to where Canelo is at. Crawford's fight against somebody who you could say was cherry picked to get his feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Crawford didn't do so well.
The one we saw where they had the outside arena, well, not arena, but the boxing ring and stuff like that.
Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like it showed.
I was surprised to see he didn't like finish the fight early or nothing like that. Like with the whole 12.
Yeah, whole 12.
Why haven't we heard that person's name? I haven't heard anything about him.
Why haven't Terrence fought since?
I couldn't tell you.
I could tell you.
Go ahead.
It's either Canelo or bust. Because you want to go out on. I understand.
Stop it.
I understand.
Stop it.
You want to go out on your shield by trying to go against Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the chance, because think about it, Benavidez is in the same weight class
as them two.
Yes, if Benavidez is still that 160 something, 170. Yeah, like I think that's 175. Canelo has fought Bivol at 175. Ooh. So it's all in that same area.
Yeah.
So that means Crawford can have the opportunity to fight Bivol. Crawford can have the opportunity to fight Benavidez. That's not going to be pretty. Like you can have all the skill in the world.
I think it's and then you say I know you always say when they have to come up in that weight, it's more difficult. You say it's harder to maintain that and do those competitions like that.
I give Crawford credit because he's been walking around with this extra weight for at least 2 years now.
You think he's maybe that's why he hasn't fought, to get himself adjusted to the size?
No, you don't want to lose. Because if you mess around
till you put yourself out there.
If you mess around and go and fight Berlanga, the one that said that foot nigga over there, if you go fight him,
yeah,
it's a possibility Berlanga could beat you.
These guys are big
as hell.
That's why he got a.
But Terrence is that size now.
I don't think he has the height to go with it.
Canelo's
not tall either, so I mean.
Now, that's what, to me, you just hit the nail on the head. Mm-hmm. That's what makes the difference for me with Canelo. Mm-hmm. Canelo is not the tallest fighter.
Canelo is something else.
And Canelo has went up there and fought with these damn monsters.
This is Mexican blood.
Call it what you want. So I'm saying, if this man can go up there and fight with the monsters,
yes.
Like Terrence went up there, and the first monster he run into, that I'll say it again, was cherry picked.
You saying that it? So you're saying the guy that we saw when the past? I don't know if it was past summer. Was this past summer?
Something like that.
Like I said, I'm saying you have to get adjusted to that size.
You definitely got to get adjusted.
And he's got to take on maybe some more sizes like what he fought.
He ain't want to fight nobody else.
That doesn't make sense.
He want to go straight.
To me, that doesn't make sense because.
But that's why Canelo was talking down to him. Canelo was like, what is it gonna get? What is it gonna do for Canelo? Like that's what Canelo's saying. That's why he asked for an outrageous amount of money. If you want me to fight Crawford, I want $200 million, right? Because what he's saying is,
I know. Okay.
If you give him $200 million, or thinking that you're gonna turn it down, right? Because he's saying he ain't gonna get nothing out of it. If he beats Crawford, everybody's gonna say Crawford was small and he moved up to fight him.
Right.
If he loses to Crawford, like it's gonna make Crawford look like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? To move up and beat him or whatever.
But isn't that what it's about? The competition? If win or lose, like, isn't it about like, hey, you got in there, y'all had a show for the crowds, and everyone's walking away with a big payday. And I mean, it's not like Canelo or Terrence have had a lot of losses, so it wouldn't be like you've it's like his 15th loss or something like that.
Nah, Terrence ain't got no losses.
And Canelo has 2.
2, yeah.
Okay.
But if Canelo, just hypothetically, if Canelo does Crawford the way Crawford did Errol Spence,
cut the TV off. I don't even want to think about it. That's terrible.
Like I just, and me and Shay was talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay, Crawford is competitive. Crawford, I could say, is like the Michael Jordan of boxing.
That's a good.
Because he's so competitive.
It's a good comparison.
He Terrence Crawford is so competitive. He could wrestle you.
I saw a clip of him wrestling somebody on Google today.
he probably one of them, like, man, I beat your ass in spades. You know what I'm saying?
And we ain't gonna have no fist fight afterward if he lose either. So.
Basketball, I beat your ass at basketball.
Oh,
football, I beat your ass at football. Like, that's Terrence Crawford, right?
Got a competitive nature, really.
Canelo loves to box. Not even box. Canelo loves to fight.
And to win.
But he loves to fight.
I saw the back childhood story. They said he was fighting all his life.
Which one will help you in this fight? Being competitive at nature or loving to fight?
But doesn't Terrence also love to fight?
Terrence likes to fight, but Canelo loves to fight.
I just say we see it, we enjoy it, and may the best man win.
No, you ain't about to chicken out. Which one?
You want me to pick and I can't pick.
No. Which one is more important with the two? You got Canelo vs. Crawford. One is very competitive. He's the Michael Jordan of boxing. He's so competitive. Like, he will. I bet you I can sweep this floor faster than you.
Okay.
I bet you I could drive faster than you. I bet you I could beat you in a foot race. Like, that's Terrence Crawford. Like, he's competitive.
And Terrence is saying to Canelo,
I bet you I can beat you in this fight.
Beat you in this fight.
But Canelo loves to fight. So which trait gives the other the
passion
edge?
Would outweigh you wanting to be competitive.
That's what I'm thinking.
And if Canelo is, for one, he dominates most of the time in any fight that he's in. Still to this day, Bill will shock me that he was that much of a competition for him.
I think Bivol loves to fight.
I think he loves to fight. Well, yeah. And you see, that man didn't want to have that trilogy with him that's coming up. He was probably like, "Oh no," but I guess the passion would outweigh your competitiveness. If that's just what you live for, that's it's always been your dream. You're living your dream, and that's just something that you love to do. Like you say, Canelo will be pretty hard for him, I feel, to get by. But you never know. Terrence might come through with the win. We didn't think he had arrow, but he came through with that win.
I mean, this is true. Like,
they say all you can say is gonna make the best man win. That's all you can say.
And I get that.
And we could come up with a draw. You never know.
I don't want to see no draw.
No one wants to see a draw, but sometimes it's even. If it's even, are you gonna be upset?
What
you can't be upset.
I'm not gonna be upset.
You can't be upset.
I don't see it being even. But if Terrence would shock me, I would come on here and tell y'all, like, yo, that man shot me, yo. But like, I don't think it'll be even. But if it does, like, that would shock me. Like, I really think Terrence has skills. Terrence is like I say, he's very competitive and he has heart.
He does.
But when you fighting Canelo, like, Canelo loves to fight, and Canelo ain't gonna hide from you in the ring.
Trust, we see him hawk him down every time.
He ain't gonna run from you.
You never see him in the corner. I'm just like, Canelo's just something else.
Nah, Bivol got him in the corner. Bill got him in the corner.
I can't get over that. I tell you, that was when that shocked me. That Canelo actually, he didn't do well in that one. So, hey, maybe Terrence and Bivol been talking.
Because I'm gonna say,
watch some Bivol tape and see how he did what he did.
I'm gonna say this. The tape that he need to watch is when Canelo fought Charlo. When he fought Jamel Charlo.
Why would that be a good tape to watch?
because he exposed weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Charlo is the same as what Crawford is doing.
Right.
Charlo was 154
Yeah.
and moved up to fight Canelo because it was supposed to be Jamal Charlo to fight Canelo.
Right.
The smaller brother moved up to fight Canelo in his brother's place, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fight went 12 rounds.
Gracious.
The thing that Charlo came out saying was, at least he ain't knocked me out.
Hey.
So he went
Better
off
than
of the idea of, I survived. Now, you have to go into the tape of the fight. How did he survive?
Oh, he needs to look at what was his technique to get through. Was it 12 rounds?
12 rounds. So that's the tape Crawford needed to be
Because that
watching.
doesn't happen for a lot of people.
And now, don't get me wrong now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he told Charlo ass up, but he didn't knock him out. He couldn't knock him out.
Hey, if I come out with my head held high, I don't got knots all over my head like Martin did in the episode, I'm happy. If my face still smooth, hey, that's a win right there.
But,
That's a win.
like, I just say, but it would be, to me, that's the way I look at the Canelo fight versus Crawford is going to be, is the way it was with Charlo. Now, granted, Crawford has been walking around with this extra weight for 2 years,
Right.
at least 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Charlo might have walked around with that extra weight for less than a year,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, in order to fight Canelo.
Right.
So Crawford right now has had the weight on longer than Charlo had when he fought him.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Oh, yeah. I know you are. I can see your passion. I can see
Yeah.
you have the passion like Canelo.
Like I say, like I would interview Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That would be awesome. I know you would love it.
yeah, like I just, like I say, it ain't no knock against Crawford. It's just the fact of him beating Errol catapulted him into the lights with Canelo, and I don't necessarily think that should have been at that time period.
And all I can say is he's in the different category now. He's working with more people with more of this too, and that plays a big role too. You know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it depends on who his promotional team is, and maybe they're able to get him in these rooms with people that he wouldn't have been able to get into with the other thing he was with.
Because it was so many, like, huh?
Why are you getting upset?
Nah.
Why are you getting
No, because I forgot about my boy. All right, they did my boy dirty.
Oh no,
Demetrius Andre.
why did I know
Like-
his name was going right? You love that guy. You love. Now you see, he got to that point, and
That wasn't supposed to be the fight he was supposed to have.
Okay, so who was supposed to be the fight? He was supposed to
Canelo,
You want to see him
or-
get beat by him or the other guy?
or either one of the Charlos. He had been calling out the Charlos for years. For years.
Things played out how they were supposed to.
Man, when he finally got up there, they put him against big ass Benavidez. Man, he beat the shit out of Demetrius Andre.
That was so.
I ain't seen
that
Demetrius
was
Andre fight.
Did he
since.
retire after that?
He probably did.
You love that guy. We would be watching him. He'd be in Rhode Island fighting. We'd be sitting there watching.
Rhode
it. I'm
Island.
like, I'm
Providence.
just sitting there with you, like. I'll watch it with you, like, okay, all right.
Because like I remember years ago he had went into the press conference because the Charlos there had their fights or whatever.
You showed me that.
And he went in there and he was like, "Hey, I got a question." He was acting like he was one of the.
Did he have glasses on like an interviewer?
Yeah, like he was one of the commentators.
Like a nerd.
And he was a boxer. You know what I'm saying?
I know they was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I got a question. Why you guys acting like you scared to fight Demetrius Andre?
Wow.
Talking about himself.
Okay, they probably say that is him.
But
probably had the Charlos like, I'm not going there with this. They probably just called him a character.
But yeah, like he should have been able to fight. Like they should have forced them to fight against him because I know he was.
And they do force fights, don't they?
Yeah, but he wound up having one of them bad contracts, and so he had to.
That's bad when that gets in the way of the competition. I'm guessing that's when the money's not there, or it's not.
I think, just like with any contract, you sign.
Well, they wanted to be under big names. When
Nah,
they both fight.
like just think about it. When you're up and coming and you sign a contract, and you're signing the contract for where you're at,
right?
Not where you might be in the next 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, if you sign a contract, let's say boxing terms, you sign a 3-fight deal, a 4-fight deal, and because you're not known, each fight you're gonna get paid $30,000.
I'll take it for a punch.
By the time you get to your 4th fight,
right?
Let's say your 4th fight is now against Canelo. Some kind of way you made it to where those 3 fights catapulted you to fight Canelo.
Right.
They only gonna pay you $30,000 because you signed for that. Now you want more than that.
I get
because you feel that you're worth more than that. But 3 or 2 years ago, when you signed the contract,
that's all you get paid anyway.
Nobody knew that you was gonna be at that level, at that spot. You know what I'm saying? And the people who offered you the contract probably didn't have faith in you that you would be there at that spot.
That's something.
So you would have to fight Canelo for $30,000, win or lose. And if you win, now you're working on your new contract.
The new discussion is to be in the works.
Now if you lose,
you're back at 30,000 or less.
I ain't gonna say less because you got there.
Yeah.
But what, they gonna give you 35 now? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Maybe so.
That's how the contract stuff work. As far as the way I see it.
Right.
Like you're signing for the future. No different than like in basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can sign a 5-year deal and all of that. You're signing for where you're projected to be. Like they're not really signing you based off of what you did for the past 3 years.
Right.
They're signing they're looking at those stats, but saying, all right, in the next 3 years, like you should be able to get us to a championship. You know what I'm saying?
So they're looking for their profit back.
Yes.
They want that championship ring on the table.
Now, if 2 years go by and you'd have been hurt one of them years and you playing like ass,
you know what that means? They're going to trade the coach.
Yeah, no, they gonna wind up cutting you or trading you.
That's crazy. So much on the line when it comes down to competition.
But yeah, I think I didn't turn this into Larry's boxing corner. But
there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you know, I love sports competition talk, so this works out for me.
But I just say, I don't know, man. I'm very, very passionate when it comes to
you know, you love your boxing, though.
Like boxing and
oh yes,
like I just. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's the way I am.
They're gonna say, "Get him out of here!" Just yapping.
But there was one more thing that came to our attention tonight, and it was dealing with the Diddy case, and they're throwing Drewski in it.
All I can say is I hope Drewski has whatever story that's being told, he can come back with his take on it, and that he was not a part of that, and that hopefully he is cleared of whatever is being thrown at him, because that's crazy to see that's being brought out now.
Well,
that's crazy.
He kind of already responded.
He responded already? What did he say?
He said 2018 he was broke staying with his mama. He wasn't a celebrity figure.
Not even adding up to who he was in the year it supposedly happened?
No. Because I remember the first time I ever heard of Drewski was dealing with Jack Harlow. Yeah. Jack Harlow did not come out until 2020, I believe. And he's the one that had Drewski on tour with him. Okay. So 2018.
He wasn't even heard of then.
He wasn't even heard of.
I wonder what he's done for somebody to be trying to target him all of a sudden. Is it because he's blowing up too fast, or?
I mean, that's why when I heard the details of what he supposedly did,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I really when I first heard it,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first heard it, I was like, yeah, they're lying. Because the details was making Drewski sound goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Or
During the act.
During
Yeah.
the act
Mm-hmm.
of it. And I'm like, from my understanding, what I see, most comedians, that's the character that they're playing. Like Kevin Hart. If you met Kevin Hart in a regular situation, like if he was at the grocery store, he's not Kevin Hart doing stand up at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's Kevin Hart, a regular dude in here buying grocery.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you catch him in the right mode, he might crack a joke. But for the most part, they had Drewski in there like he was doggone Chris Farley. You know what I'm saying? Breaking through tables or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it was just
the description of
I was like, I don't believe that. Because as a comedian, I don't see you doing that. Not in that act. Diddy, the descriptions that they get from Diddy is totally different than the description of what you see in front of the camera.
Right.
I can understand that. Like, the Diddy you see in front of the camera is going to be charismatic,
nice, but he's very mean outside of that.
Behind the camera, they're saying like how he was like he's the devil. I can get that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you showing one thing, but this is really you over here.
Right.
To say Drewski is this funny, goofy dude in front of the camera, and he funny, goofy dude behind the camera. Nah, you ain't funny, goofy all day.
Juicy might want to do a little slip and slide. You never know.
Yeah, I was saying. Then talking about like he about knocked the wind out of her and
because
all of that.
Size.
I'm like
it's like I say, with you getting bigger, it's gonna be people coming at you. I can't say 100% of what that story is, if it's true or false, but like I'm not really even understanding how his name got brought into that, especially if he already has receipts of I couldn't have been a part of that because I wasn't even on that level yet to be around Diddy or to be at a say Diddy party or whatever they have going on. But like I say, when you start getting your name out there and he's very big now, like, it comes with the territory. You just gotta, like I said, keep your receipts. Keep your receipts. And that means, like, if you know for sure you were not into a situation like that and you know you weren't a part of that, and hopefully he can prove it, he'll get out of that. Because I hate to see a person go down for something that they know they had nothing to do with. Like, it's not fair. Now, unlike Diddy, footage of the Cassie situation and things like that has went against him in his case. But yeah, I'm hoping for Drewski he doesn't have to go down that same path. That's harsh. That's hard to have tied to your name. You don't want nothing like that dealing with Diddy or anything with rape allegations tied to you like that. That's something else. Like I said, with them trying to do that to Jay-Z shut it down swiftly. Like, don't even dare try to even play with me like that. Like, Jay-Z was not playing about it. He got on it quickly, had his stuff in order, that he was not even in these areas at the time. You have to be on that stuff, and you can't just be letting people, if you know you've done nothing wrong, then you go forward and you just tell your piece. And if you're correct and you didn't do anything, it should come out good for you. So, like I said, for him, I hope for Drewski that it's no truth to that, so that he can get clear to that. Because, I mean, nobody deserves to have that tied to their name.
Yeah, especially people out here just looking for a chick.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, I know, like, we all may struggle or need some money, but to run someone's name to the mud for some money, and you know they didn't do anything, I wouldn't want to see that type of money come to me. I don't want nothing that is going to hurt someone else in the process, like ruin someone's life in the process of me trying to come up off of a situation. And I've seen it a few times where people, they'll have DMs and they'll say someone did this or they sent them this, and it's a made up thing, and it's not even the person doing it. It's like, what is going on with these people? Like, why would you try to ruin somebody's life? That's somebody's life right there that you're trying to ruin.
They don't look at
Something.
they don't look at them as people. Like with certain celebrities, I already know like these people don't look at them as people. Like that. That's why I kind of I look at things from like I don't know. I kind of look at it through a different lens. Like I was telling Shay earlier, I was like, a lot of that stuff is just for content. Like they're not
to have a story to tell.
Yeah,
and to post it and
like nobody's
reactions.
Gonna real life stuff. Nobody's putting that on the internet like that. Like you're doing that just for clicks and views and all of that.
That's crazy.
Like yeah, I might be trying to get clicks and views, but I'm not about to do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Not putting my personal business up there and I can't do that.
Yeah, it's not. To me, it's not worth it. No, it's not. It's not worth being out there. Like we might all want a little glitz and glam of fame one day in life, but don't do it in a bad way to get that type of attention. I don't think it ever has anything good behind it.
No, it ain't even about glitz and glam. Like it's about.
No, I want to do it the right way. If anything happens, not in that type of light. No.
Alright. I don't know, man. I just like I said, I look at.
Every time you wrap it up, you look so tired.
Oh yeah. But anything else you wanna throw at the folks?
Not too much. Just wanted to have a little chat with you this evening, and glad you got to get your boxing critique on and talk with me for a little bit. And this has been fun.
Had a good time.
Let you get you a little rest in.
I'll be right back. But
I'll be right back.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. This has been fun. This is our new.
We'll do it a little bit earlier, so we'll have a little bit more time. But yeah, this is a new little segment. If anyone wants to check us out, it'll be on the Yo That's Larry network, and be tuning in this week for the Yo That's Larry's podcast. And this is just a little something on the side, little chats with Tish and Larry. And tune into that too if you're not busy. And we appreciate y'all so much for checking us out. And we definitely hope y'all have a great week ahead, a blessed week ahead. And thanks for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Please.
Peace.